Have you ever caught yourself trapped in your own mind, thinking, rethinking, then thinking again, until even the simplest decision feels impossible? You replay the past, you worry about the future, you second-guess every choice you've ever made. That, my friend, is the prison of overthinking, and if you don't break free from it, it can steal your peace, your confidence, and even your happiness. But here's the good news. The Stoics, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, faced the exact same mental battles almost 2,000 years ago, and they developed timeless methods to stop the spiral of overthinking and start living with clarity and purpose. Today, we'll uncover 5 Stoic ways to destroy overthinking for good. If you've ever struggled with a restless mind, this might just be the turning point in your journey. Principle number 1. Focus only on what you can control. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Overthinking almost always comes from worrying about things outside our control, the weather, other people's opinions, what someone said behind our back, even events that haven't happened yet. The Stoics saw this as a waste of life. Epictetus taught the dichotomy of control, the ability to divide the world into 2 categories: what is up to us, our thoughts, our actions, our judgments, and what is not, everything else. Overthinking happens when we cross that line, when we give energy to what we cannot change. Imagine this. You send a message to someone and they don't reply immediately. Your brain starts spinning. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Maybe they don't respect me? But none of that is in your control. What is in your control is your patience, your interpretation, your next action. So the first Stoic method is simple but profound. Whenever you catch yourself overthinking, ask, is this within my control? If not, drop it. Practical step. Write down your worries in 2 columns, in my control and not in my control. Tear up the second column, focus only on the first. That's how you free your mind from 80% of useless mental noise. Principle number 2, memento mori. Remember, you will die now. This might sound dark, but it's one of the most liberating Stoic practices, memento mori. Remember that you must die. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Overthinking is one of the greatest thieves of life. Hours, days, even years can vanish in the fog of what-ifs and maybes. But when you remember that your time is limited, suddenly the little worries don't seem so big. Think about it. If today were your last day on earth, would you waste it obsessing over what someone thinks of you? Would you spend it analyzing every mistake you made in the past? Of course not. You'd live, you'd act, you'd move. This is why the Stoics reflected on mortality daily. It wasn't to be sad, but to sharpen their clarity. So here's your practice. Whenever you find yourself stuck in thought, whisper to yourself, memento mori, my time is short. Does this matter? Instantly, you'll notice 90% of your worries fade into the background, and what remains are only the things truly worth thinking about. Principle number 3, journaling. Capture and clarify the mind. Marcus Aurelius's famous book, Meditations, wasn't written for the world. It was his personal journal. Every night, he wrote down his worries, his struggles, his reflections. Why? Because writing forces clarity. The Stoics knew that much of overthinking comes from holding too many tangled thoughts in the mind. When you write them down, they lose their power. Think of it this way. The mind is like a noisy marketplace with voices shouting in every direction. Journaling is stepping into a quiet room and asking, what really matters here? Seneca advised, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, and journaling helps separate imagination from reality. Practical exercise. Each morning, do a brain dump. Write down everything that's on your mind. Don't censor it. Then underline the things that are within your control. Principle number 1. Cross out the rest. This daily ritual transforms overthinking into clear thinking. And if it worked for an emperor like Marcus Aurelius, who had an entire empire on his shoulders, it can certainly work for us. Principle number 4. Train the mind to act, not react. Overthinking often comes from hesitation. We fear making the wrong move, so we make no move at all. But the Stoics believed in right action. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. In other words, stop talking, stop looping in thought, start doing. Overthinkers live in reaction mode. They wait, they analyze, they get stuck. The Stoic trains to be proactive, to choose, to act, to move forward, even if imperfectly. Think about Marcus Aurelius during war. He didn't have the luxury of overthinking every decision. He trained his mind to respond with reason, not react with fear. Your practice. When in doubt, act small, act now. Unsure about a decision? Take the smallest step in that direction. Overthinking a conversation? Say one honest sentence. Doubting yourself? Do the action, even if imperfect. Clarity comes from action, not from endless thought. Principle number 5. Amor fati, love your fate. Finally, the most powerful Stoic tool against overthinking. Amor fati, love of fate. This is more than acceptance. It's embracing everything that happens, good or bad, as part of your path. Why do we overthink? Because we fear the future. We try to control every possible outcome, as if worrying could change destiny. But the Stoics said, whatever happens, happens for you, not against you. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything thrown into it. That means even obstacles, failures, disappointments, they're fuel. Imagine living with this mindset. Instead of overthinking what could go wrong, you welcome it. You say, let it come, I will use it. This doesn't just silence overthinking, it transforms fear into fuel. Practical exercise. When you feel trapped in worry about the future, repeat, Amor fati, I welcome whatever comes, I will turn it into strength. So there you have it, 5 Stoic ways to destroy overthinking for good. Focus only on what you can control, remember death, and sharpen your priorities. Journal to capture and clarify your thoughts. Train your mind to act, not react. And finally, love your fate, whatever it brings. If you practice these consistently, overthinking won't control you anymore. Instead, you'll live with clarity, courage, and peace. And remember, you are not like everyone else. You are here because you seek wisdom, not noise, strength, not comfort, purpose, not distraction. The Stoics lived by these teachings, and now, so can you. So which of these 5 lessons will you apply today?